everyone. Today we are going over day 3 for our book Stellaluna. Alright. Our theme for this week is bats. Alright. And today we're going to reread the book. This way I can read it with you guys. And we're going to go over some text-dependent questions. Okay, so let's read our book. Oh, before we start, let's go over our vocabulary because you know it's important. Alright, so the first word is escape. Escape means to get free. The next word is curious. Curious means eager to learn. Then we have clamored, which means to climb in an awkward way. Clutch, which means to hold tightly. Swooped, which means to go down from above suddenly. Alright, now let's read our book. Stellaluna. In a warm and sultry forest far, far away, there once lived a mother fruit bat and her new baby. "I'll name you Stellaluna," she crooned. Each night, Mother Bat would carry Stellaluna clutched to her breast as she flew out to search for food. One night, as Mother Bat followed the heavy scent of ripe fruit, an owl spied her. On silent wings, the powerful bird swooped down upon the bats. Dodging and shrieking, Mother Bat tried to escape, but the owl struck again and again, knocking Stellaluna into the air. Her baby wings were as limp and useless as wet paper. Down, down she went, faster and faster into the forest below. The dark, leafy tangle of branches caught Stellaluna as she fell. One twig was small enough for Stellaluna's tiny feet. Wrapping her wings about her, she clutched the thin branch, trembling with cold fear. "Mother," Stellaluna squeaked, "where are you?" By daybreak, the baby bat could hold on no longer. Down, down again she dropped. Oh, how sad. Flop! Stellaluna landed headfirst in a soft, downy nest, startling the 3 baby birds who lived there. Stellaluna quickly clambered from the nest and hung out of sight below. She listened to the babble of the 3 birds. "What was that?" cried Flap. "I don't know, but it's hanging by its feet," chirped Flitter. "Shh! Here comes Mama," hissed Pip. Many, many times that day, Mama Bird flew away, always returning with food for her babies. Stellaluna was terribly hungry, but not for the crawly things Mother Bird brought. Finally, though, the little bat could bear it no longer. She climbed into the nest, closed her eyes, and opened her mouth. Plop! In dropped a big green grasshopper. Stellaluna learned to be like the birds. She stayed awake all day and slept at night. She ate bugs, even though they taste awful. Her bat ways were quickly disappearing, except for one. Oh. My bad. Okay. Her bat ways were quickly disappearing, except for one thing. Stellaluna still liked to sleep, hanging by her feet. Once, when Mama was away, the curious baby birds decided to try it too. When Mama Bird came home, she saw 8 tiny feet gripping the edge of the nest. "Eek!" she cried. "Get back up here this instant! You're going to fall and break your necks!" The birds clambered back into the nest, but Mama Bird stopped Stellaluna. "You are teaching my children to do bad things. I will not let you back into this nest unless you promise to obey all the rules of the house." Stellaluna promised. She ate bugs without making faces. She slept in the nest at night, and she didn't hang by her feet. Stellaluna behaved as a good bird should. She's so cute. All the babies grew quickly. Soon the nest became crowded. Mama Bird told them it was time to learn to fly. One by one, Pip, Flitter, Flap, and Stella jumped Stellaluna jumped from the nest. Their wings worked. I'm just like them, thought Stellaluna. I can fly too. Pip, Flitter, and Flap landed gracefully on a branch. Stellaluna tried to do the same. How embarrassing. She couldn't do it. I will fly all day, Stellaluna told herself. Then no one will see how clumsy I am. The next day, Pip, Flitter, and Flap and Stellaluna went flying far from home. They flew for hours, exercising their new wings. The sun is setting, warned Flitter. We better go home or we'll get lost in the dark, said Flap. But Stellaluna had flown far ahead and was nowhere to be seen. The three anxious birds went home without her. Look at her face. All alone, Stellaluna flew until her wings ached and she dropped into a tree. I promised not to hang by my feet, Stellaluna sighed, so she hung by her thumbs and soon fell asleep. She didn't hear the soft sound of wings coming nearby. Hi, a loud voice said. Why are you hanging upside down? Stellaluna's eyes opened. She saw the most peculiar face. I'm not upside down. You are, Stellaluna said. Ah, but you're a bat. Bats hang by their feet. You are hanging by your thumbs, so that makes you upside down. The creature said, I'm a bat, and I'm hanging by my feet. This makes me right side up. Stellaluna was confused. Mama Bird told me I was upside down. She says I was wrong. Wrong for a bird, maybe, but not for a bat. More bats gathered around to see the strange young bat who behaved like a bird. Stellaluna told them the story. You ate bugs? Stuttered one. You slept at night? Gasped another. How very strange, they all murmured. Wait, let me look at this child. A bat pushed through the crowd. An owl attacked you? She shrieked. Sniffing Stellaluna's fur, she whispered, You are Stellaluna. You are my baby. You escaped the owl, cried Stellaluna. You survived? Yes, said Mother Bat as she wrapped her wings around Stellaluna. Come with me and I'll show you where to find the most delicious fruit. You'll never have to eat another bug as long as you live. That's sweet. But it was nighttime, Stellaluna squeaked. We can't fly in the dark, we'll crash into the trees. We're bats, said Mother Bird. We can see in the darkness. Come with us. Stellaluna was afraid, but she let go of the tree and dropped into the deep blue sky. Stellaluna could see. She felt as though rays of light shone from her eyes. She was able to see everything in her path. Soon, the bats found a mango tree, and Stellaluna ate as much of the fruit as she could hold. I'll never eat another bug as long as I live, cheered Stellaluna. She stuffed herself full. I must tell Pip, Flitter, and Flap. The next day, Stellaluna came to visit the birds. Come with me and meet my bat family, said Stellaluna. Okay, let's go, agreed Pip. They hang by their feet and they fly at night, and they eat the best food in the world, Stellaluna explained to the birds on the way. As the birds flew among the bats, Flap said, I feel upside down here. So the birds hung by their feet. Wait until dark, Stellaluna said excitedly. We'll fly at night. When night came, Stellaluna flew away. Pip, Flitter, and Flap leaped from the tree to follow her. I can't see a thing, yelled Pip. Neither can I, hollered Flap. Hey, shrieked Flip. They're going to crash, gasped Stellaluna. I must rescue them. Stellaluna swooped about, grabbing her friends in the air. She lifted them to the trees, and the birds grasped on the branch. Stellaluna hung from the limb beside them. We're safe, said Stellaluna. Then she sighed. I wish you could see in the dark, too. We wish you could land on your feet, Flitter cried. Pip and Flap nodded. They perched in silence for a long time. How can we be so different and feel so much alike? Mused Flitter. And how can we feel so different and be so much alike? Wondered Pip. I think this is quite a mystery, Flap chirped. I agree, said Stellaluna. But we're friends, and that's a fact. Alright, so here's some bat notes. Of the nearly 5,500 species of mammals on Earth, almost 1/4 are bats, the only mammals capable of powered flight. The scientific names for bats is Chiropetra, hand wings, because the skeleton that supports the wing is composed of the animal's hand and elongated finger bones. You go right there. Most bats use, we've pretty much already gone over all of this. Yeah, we'll go over that another time. We've pretty much gone over all of that in our bats book. Okay, so now we're going to talk about some text-dependent questions in our Stellaluna book. Alright, so I'm going to ask you some questions, and I'm going to answer them for you because you can't. Alright, so, who are the characters, what is the setting, and what is the problem and solution? Well, our main character, of course, is Stellaluna. Then we have Pip, Flitter, and Flap, the birdies. Alright, which is them right here. Alrighty. And then we have the other bats families. We have Mama Bird and we have Mother Bat. And the setting is clearly in the forest. They're flying in trees and stuff like that. And the problem and solution is that Stellaluna loses her mom. Then she lives with the bird family, but she doesn't feel like them. And then she meets her mom and figures out why she feels so different. It's because she's a bat. Alright, on page 18, what does the picture tell you that words do not? I'm going to count the pages now. Yay. Give me 1 second while I count pages. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright, it says, Pip, Flitter, and Flap landed graciously on a branch. Stellaluna tried to do the same. Alright, so here's her feet. She looks like she's like really confused and she's about to like jump off the branch. This bird's like, what are you doing? Alright, so I would say the picture tells us that Stellaluna does not know how to land on a branch. Okay, at all. Alright, what did Mother Bird think about Stellaluna? Use evidence from the text to support your answer. Well, let's go back and look. Gotta find it in the book. Okay, here we go. Alright, so remember she had the birds hanging upside down. And this is what Mother Bird said. You are teaching my children to do bad things. I would not let you back into this nest unless you promise to obey all the rules of this house. So, Stellaluna, Mother Bird thinks Stellaluna is a bad influence, that she is going to teach her babies to be hoodlums and do horrible heathen things that birds don't do. And the evidence of that is that she's teaching her children to do bad things. Alright, compare and contrast birds and bats. Use evidence in the text to support your answer. Well, one thing, birds have feathers, bats have fur. Birds have beaks, bats have snouts. See, look. Birds have talons, bats have, I don't really know what bats have. So we'll take that one back. Let's see. Bats have finger-like wings, and birds do not have finger-like wings. Let's see what else we got. Bats can see at night, birds cannot see at night. But they are the same because they can fly. So there you go. Describe how Stellaluna preserves throughout the story. Pretty much how she grows. Use evidence in the text to support your answer. Well, at the beginning of the book, she thinks she's a bird, so she has to act like a bird. She does birdie-like things. And then, in the middle of the book, she realizes she's a bat, and she learns how to do bat things. And then at the end of the book, she realizes that she's not a bird, she's a bat. How did Stellaluna's mother feel when she saw Stellaluna? Obviously excited. Duh. I mean, she hadn't seen her baby in like forever. Yeah, she's excited. What words and phrases help you infer this? I will show you. Okay, well, here's one thing. She said, wait, wait. Look at me. Look at this child. A bat pushed through the crowd. An owl attacked you, she said. Sniffing Stellaluna's fur, she whispered, you are my Stellaluna. You are my baby. So obviously she was really excited to find her baby again. I mean, I would be. Duh. Alright, so what you guys are going to do is the prove it activity, and that's all of our questions for text to prove it questions. Alright? And it says, what does the author tell us about birds flying during the night? Use evidence from the story to support your answer. Now about birds, not bats, about birds flying through the night. So let's go back to the story and look. Alright? For one thing, you remember Stellaluna could see at night, and she wanted the birds to see too. Alright, so here they are at nighttime. Okay, they're about to go flying, and this is what happens. When night came, Stellaluna flew away. Pip, Flitter, and Flap leaped from the tree to follow her. I can't see a thing, yelled Pip. Neither can I, hollered Flitter. Ow! Shrieked Flap. They're going to crash, gasped Stellaluna. I must rescue them. Stellaluna swooped about, grabbing her friends in the air. She lifted them to the tree, and the birds grasped on the branch. Stellaluna hung from the limb above them. So clearly, what you can say, and this is how you're going to start it off, the author tells us that birds cannot see while flying at night. Alright, so you'll start your sentence. The author tells us that birds... What else? Okay. Hold on. You will start your sentence. The author tells us that while birds fly during the night, they blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that'll be on seesaw. So you'll start your sentence off like that. The author tells us that while birds fly during the night, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And then you will draw a picture to support your answer. Alright, I want a colorful picture. I do not want, again, I don't want no colored paper. I want some colorful. I see black and white all the time. You better give me some color on that paper. Alright? And that is it, guys. That's all we have for today. And I will see y'all tomorrow.